family? Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual biddles. And today I'm going in on what's your biggest spiritual asset. Ooh, this is a good one, family. This is a good one. What's your biggest spiritual asset? Ooh. This is a good one because a lot of people haven't even thought like, what's my biggest spiritual asset? I'm here to tell you, family. It's something that you say all the time. It's something that you know innately, but you may have never had it defined. It's your soul. Your soul is your biggest spiritual asset, family. Your soul is immortal. It's powerful. It's magical. It's here to help you. But we're taught that our soul doesn't really carry as much weight as it does. We're taught that if you believe in spirituality, you're evil, it's demonic, and things like that. But that's not true. When you believe in lies, your reality becomes a lie. And when you believe in things like that, it prevents you from usurping your divine power. So the first thing that you need to do is, if you really want to grow spiritually, is accept the fact that you are not who you feel or believe you are. Get that out of your mind. Whatever your name is, whoever your parents are, you're bigger than that. You're bigger than that. Who you are, you look partially like your parents, but you're also from another divine source that you look like too. How many of you out there look in the mirror and look at your family and be like, I don't look like nobody in my family? Who do you look like? But you know your mama's your mama and your daddy's your daddy. It's because you look like the being that created you. You know? You come here not to just evolve spiritually, but you come here to help the being that created you evolve as well. The being that created you so you could help it evolve, family. And when you put that in your paradigm, you'll move a little different. When you realize that you just didn't come through the womb of your parent, that a divine source created you so you could help it evolve, you'll move a little different. You'll talk a little different. You'll think a lot different. And you start to unlock all that code that's within you that you never knew existed. They call it like dark matter or DNA that they don't know about, but it's there, family. It's there. And all you have to believe is, all you have to do is know that it's there. Once you know that it's there, you got to start doing things to activate it. Start raising your vibration. A lot of the powers that's laying dormant within your DNA can't be activated until you raise up your vibration a certain level. There's levels to everything, family. You know? When babies are young, when they're looking at their parents, their eyes really aren't all that developed. I noticed this in my daughter. When she was little, she couldn't even talk. I would take her out in public, and she would see some people, regardless of how they looked physically. She would see their light, their aura. And then we would sit by someone that may physically look beautiful, but she was able to see their aura. She would see that it was dark, and she would start crying and pulling and reaching for me and things like that. And as a young man, I didn't know what it was. But now that she's older, she has the ability to see auras around people. You know what I mean? And we all have this ability. We all have the same abilities. But like anything, some people are faster runners, some people are stronger, some people are better swimmers. Your powers are different depending on who you are. But when you see gifts within your children, instead of suppressing the gifts, cultivate them. If you have a child under 3 years old, ask the child, where did you come from? They'll tell you. They'll look up and say, I come from here. I chose you to be my mama. I chose you to be my daddy. It may sound sci-fi, but it's real. They're not making that stuff up. Ask them, talk to them. You know? Your spirit has a scent to it. You ever wonder why babies smell so good? Because they're from a pure place in you. When you start growing up and accepting all this detritus and things like that, lowering your vibration, you smell a little different. I'll be honest with you, some old people got a weird smell, but some old people smell sweet. You know, my grandmothers, Odessa Barnett and Marcella Huffman, they were the sweetest women I've ever known. I mean, to this day, I've yet to meet any soul like theirs. And they always, even on a hot, sunny day, they always smelled sweet. And I used to wonder, like, why my granny smell amazing? But I go in the grocery store and I walk past somebody's elderly granny or mother, and it's repugnant. What is that? Again, I'm not saying you're funky because I'm not saying they're funky because they're dark. I'm just saying when you raise your vibration and you're a good person, you smell a little different. You know, when I was younger, well, I'll say when I was in my early 20s, my daughter used to always just like to sniff me. And I was like, why you always? She was like, Daddy, you just smell so good. And to this day, my wife and daughter be like, you do smell good. I take pride in smelling good. That's one thing that I noticed about when I first met with my wife years ago. She's always becoming like, yeah, you smell so good. Because I had a lot of light. And to this day, I always love smelling my wife. Just being around her, she has this effervescent smell that I could smell across the room. It's because of her light. I mean, I remember being around some people when I was younger that were physically beautiful. But I was like, man, I can't be around them. They have a weird scent. Their pheromones just wasn't good for me. You know what I mean, family? So I hope you got some jewels. You know, hopefully you got some jewels. If you want to support me, you can go out to my Amazon.com, check out my book, Poverty Consciousness, Wealth Consciousness, Dissolving Your Limitations, and The Enlightened Journey. I have a new book coming out next month in June of 2020 called C equals C, Consciousness Equals Choice. It's a banger, family. It's a banger. And my wife has a book coming out too. Ooh, I can't even say the name, but if you want to support my wife, Divine Queen, you can go out to Amazon.com and check out her book, I Am. So on that note, family, peace and love. You already know what I'm doing. I'm out here winning.